So I live in this cool little HOA area where there's some woods and a little pond out back, lots of wildlife. This morning I get up and I go outside. There's a duck laying there, lifeless. So I pick it up, put it in the car, drive it over to the vet real quick, get checked out, bring it in, and the vet takes one look at it, and he's like, okay, hold on one second, let me go get something. So he leaves the room and he comes back with a cat. Holds the cat up to it, sways it back and forth. Cat just goes, nothing happens to the duck. Doctor's like, I think you may have lost the duck. I'm like, are you sure? There's nothing else we could do? He's like, hold on one second. Let me go. I'll be right back. Comes back in. He's got this great big lab, like big chocolate lab. It's awesome. Sniffs it. Duck doesn't do anything. So then the doc's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure this duck is dead. And I'm like, all right, well, at least we tried, right? And he's like, yeah, no problem. That'll be $1,600. I'm like, $1,600?
Isn't even my duck.
For what? And he's like, for the CAT scan and the lab work.
That's a good one. I can't imagine a cat in a lab would have costed as much as an actual scanner.
Welcome to healthcare in America, people.
Hey, again. Nice. Hey, guys. Welcome to Second Office.
I'm your host, healthcare right here, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey, cheers. Or should I say beers? I'm your host, Alec George. Brandon, was that a Stella?
No, a happy dad.
It's a happy dad.
Yeah, I got these for Father's Day.
Are you a happy dad?
Oh, yeah.
Good. And Doc, what's going on? Yeah, guys, it was Daddy's Day this past weekend. What did you guys do? Did you guys do anything cool? Did your family do anything cool for you? Did they show appreciation? Were you appreciated?
Oh, heck yeah.
You appreciated? Yeah. Brandon, you got beer. Had that like success right there.
I got more than beer.
Let's hear about it.
Let me tell you. So spoiled.
Good. You deserve it.
Yeah, I got right next to me here now the Second Office mini fridge.
Son of a gun.
Sits in my little podcast area.
Yeah.
And these happy dads were locked and loaded already in there. And
wow.
Ready to go for me. She got me. Kids got me some artwork that they made, and they made me a cake, made me breakfast.
Son of a
let
gun.
me sleep in. We went to a movie. Went to see How to Train a Dragon in the theater.
I want your review on that after this, but we'll get there.
Sure thing. We went out for a lunch at our normal Sunday lunch spot.
Son of a gun.
Yeah, it was a full day. Super grateful for my family. My wife, I gave her a big hug at the end of the night because I know she pulls it all together for everyone.
Yeah.
And just thanked her a whole bunch. So, and it was such an awesome day. It was probably the best Father's Day ever.
Good for you, man. That's awesome. That's super cool to hear. You got Doc looking a little jealous over here.
Probably should be.
No, I mean, very similar kind of, I didn't get a sweet mini fridge, but whatever.
Courtney, do better.
No, I got surprised, woken up by donuts from the best donut shop in the area.
Nice.
Puffy cream.
Yep, I know you like puffy cream.
Yeah, it was
Puffy
great.
cream.
Yeah.
Good. Creamy donut hole.
Then we went to the zoo. And, it's always amazing just to walk around the zoo and just watch Lily have so much fun, right? She runs around and just stares at the animals, and then she lets you know when she's done staring at that animal.
Next.
And she loves the merry-go-round. Loves it.
Who doesn't?
And so I made her the promise at the beginning of the year, because it was, still cold outside, but it wasn't cold enough to where we braved it. We're true Minnesotans now.
Darn right.
But the merry-go-round wasn't running, and she was so sad. And so I told her, which she remembers, and which is amazing because she's only 3. I told her that
holy crap,
we could ride it every time we come and it's running. She won't let us forget it. We ride that thing every weekend.
Dad, you fucking said.
And she loves it. I mean, it's her favorite thing. And we just go around and around and around, and she loves it. And it's so cool. But it made me do some research, too, on it. I was like, oh, man, who invented the carousel? I was like, I need to know these things. She's going to ask one day, right?
That's a good point.
And so I'm researching
she won't, you nerd.
But if she does, and you just have
I'm
the
prepared.
answer, you
I'm
can
ready.
be like, well, Dad's the smartest
Dad
guy
of
of
the
all
year,
time.
right?
Knows everything.
So as I'm researching it, right, I found that the inventor of the merry-go-round never met the inventor of the Ferris wheel. I'm just like, what?
They're not the
They're
same
the
guy.
same thing. But apparently they ran in different circles.
Ah,
You son of a bitch. You think you're funny. That was good. I was going to say,
Get
which
a
one
bench.
came first? I'm actually curious which one came first. Because if it's like the merry-go-round, someone's like, oh my God.
Turn it upside. I'll just
Turn it on the
vertical.
fucking side. It's vertical now. Totally different name. We're good, right?
It's just different
He
things.
starts it with trial and error. It's first horses with like no seatbelt or anything. You're just way the hell up there on a horse. He's like, I should make it a carriage. That's probably how it went.
But no,
how I
it was
imagine
great.
it
I
going.
mean, the zoo's great. We get done with that. We go home. She passes out. Then, yeah,
Nice. It's
good
awesome.
day.
I'm not a father, but I celebrated my father. Sodi and myself went up to celebrate our dads and just do some fishing and some side-by-siding. Side-by-siding. You guys familiar with side-by-sides?
yes.
Doc?
Oh,
Little utility vehicle, very essentially the same as a four-wheeler, but you have a little cabin and space for two.
so golf cart.
Yeah, but this
It's
thing
like
can
a-
go.
it's
This
like a
thing can
hyper-
go 60.
hyper golf
You
cart.
can take it on county roads and can brave the toughest of four-wheeling trails. I caught some sweet bass, couple little pikes or snot rockets. Apparently they're called.
Caught you delicious bass.
Exactly. Doc named the movie. Napoleon Dynamite. Had a great weekend. Just just four of us drinking a bunch of beer and other things and fishing,
awesome.
fishing, four-wheeling. It was cool. A lot of fun. I love you, Dad. All right.
I have to look down when I say that. Look down at the dirt.
I love you, Dad.
I love you.
Happy Father's Day
Save
to
me a seat down there.
all the daddies out there. Happy Daddy's Day.
You know, it used to be the scariest time of year for me.
Why?
I'd draw the blinds, lock the doors. If there was a knock on the door, wasn't answering it.
Oh shit.
I was like, I do not want to open this door and someone stare up at me and go, "Daddy."
You're just
Like, no.
you're like one of these years it's coming. I want to pay someone to do this now on Father's Day.
I won't answer the door.
I'm gonna make sure Courtney's home.
Are you my casino daddy?
Figure I'll like pay a midget or something. And
That is the other cool thing is my wife, and she tries to limit it. She let me go to the casino. Yeah.
nice.
So I went to the casino,
How'd you do?
had some me time.
Nice.
I got hand paid twice, so you know it was a good day.
How do you do that? This is like the place you have. Like you would always talk shit about your own luck.
Yeah.
And I saw it too.
Yeah.
Unless it's at the casino.
Well, even that's so 50-50, right?
Well,
So-
sure.
I went to the casino with Duck one time.
Nothing.
We were in and out of there faster than I can say. Duck spent $300 in 2 minutes.
Yeah, we were there pretty quick. I forgot about that. I forgot that we went together in St.
Nice.
I would have forgot about that if I were you too. It was awful. This is terrible.
We got hand paid
we
twice.
did have a robot waitress though for the first time ever. That was interesting.
Brings whatever out to you.
Yeah. Yep. Robot.
Do they require tips?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember? We gambled after we went and had lunch because remember we came in and drove through tornado.
Were you also wasted?
I remember that. I remember
Uh-huh.
because everyone was pulling over and it was crazy, and
You were like, not me.
Yeah. Not us. Not today, Satan.
now we had to get out of there.
Yeah.
No. And then we got to the hotel. We checked in, dropped our stuff, and then we went over to the casino. But we were both hungry. We hadn't had lunch yet. So first place we were stopping in Hollywood Casino in St. Louis.
Yeah.
They had that little
There it is, light
restaurant
bulb.
off to the side, and a real person takes your order, but then a robot
Yeah.
brings you out your food.
Yep. Yes, it's clicking now. Because I was
It
like,
wasn't great.
I was like, what is this?
What the hell?
How do I get a refill?
You don't.
Ever.
You just don't.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that.
Did they require tips? Do you tip the robot?
No.
Just a little oil, and from the can.
That's what I was getting at. Nice. Okay, cool. I don't know. Anything else? You guys have good weeks?
Week's great.
Nice.
Yeah. No.
stress.
Cool in Cleveland.
When was the last time you said that?
It's been a
What's that?
while.
I was going to say, Doc said no stress. And I can't remember the last time he said that.
Yeah.
I've chose to take my stress and ball it up real tight and then push it down
Good.
and down. And then when it starts to come back up,
You poop it out.
no, you just you get a
Further.
stronger edge on it. You just keep pushing that down, just really bury it. And then
You eventually have
Yeah.
like a Bono size shit.
no, you come home like an adult, and then you
Continue
go down to
to
your
not
basement
think or
and
talk
drink in
about
the
it.
dark like a man.
Damn right you do. Cheers. Cheers, you happy dad.
Catch your tears in a can.
Drink that.
Don't need to make a mess.
Nope. Free refills. Free refills.
I was gonna say Brando's here. He's the exact opposite end of probably the stress train right now. His first office job, big visits coming up. So you know what that means.
It's your visit time. The J trip.
Yep. Yeah.
The J,
Tuesday.
good old JT. You guys
It'll be
geared
fun.
up? You in a good spot?
Yeah, we're good.
Good.
We're good.
Hell yeah.
But no, the interesting thing happened this weekend on top of Father's Day, which was great. Other thing that was great was the June 14th protesting No King's Day.
Yeah.
And my hotel my first job is downtown Cleveland. It's right in the mix of everything. Big, huge, beautiful courtyards and outside malls and things like that around the hotel. So the protest was on my steps of my
Holy crap.
in my hotel, and I took a really good video of it, posted on my personal TikTok account, got 30,000 hits.
TikTok king.
And yeah, no, it was cool. Outside of the TikTok, endorphins you feel when you finally have a video pop, it was just really cool to be present for that. I think that it was
Yeah.
awesome to see a group of like-minded individuals peacefully protesting. From every age range. There was people with strollers and dogs to, super old people.
Yeah.
But they were all so passionate, and it really just made me feel, in a serious way, it made me feel really proud just to be there in the moment and,
Nice.
know that this will be something that my kids learn about when they are in school.
Biggest protest in American history, numbers wise. I think like complete total size. I saw that headline
It's up there,
once or
yeah.
twice. So
Yeah. No, another one's planned for next month, July 17th. For what was it, John Walsh's anniversary, 5-year death anniversary.
I will be seeing the live orchestra and film pairing of Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets on that day. That's how I know that date.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how we're segueing to that, but okay.
That's how. Nope. That's very cool, Brandon. My wife and I and some friends took part in the initial George Floyd protests. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was so cool. Everyone walked to the point where it happened, and the crowd was huge. Yeah, everyone very passionate and there for the same cause, doing it peacefully, and fighting for what they think is right. It's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Cool to be a part of.
Very powerful. Very powerful.
Absolutely.
But speaking of Harry Potter, I did take your advice. I purchased the
You did? Oh,
Harry
that's right.
Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone illustrated book.
That made me really
to-
excited for you and your fam.
Yep. So I'll tell you, we read the first chapter 2 nights ago.
Oh, wow.
My daughter was really, trying to be into it. The first chapter's a little slow.
Yep.
Very character developy.
Yes.
But my son, after the first page, was in a full-on coma. He passed out so quick. I don't think he's ready for it.
I thought you meant like a Harry Potter coma where you just couldn't get enough. That was me.
Not that.
Try again. Is this the first time you're reading them too?
Yes.
That's cool. My dad read them as like a 60-year-old. Loved them. So
But me reading them out loud
It's
in
hard.
earshot of my wife is really difficult.
why?
Because of all the snickering from listening to me fumble my way through reading out loud.
Are you not the best reader?
I'm not. No, never. That's what
Do you do voices for characters?
I do. I love to do the voices, but
Nice.
It's hard for me to know when they start and stop because or who it is exactly because I've never read these books before, so
Good
I don't
point.
have any familiarity.
And the quote is first, and then it's so and so said. That's tough.
Yeah. No, and so like because I know what I sound like reading out loud without this book. but every time I go to one of my kids' parent-teacher conferences, I do have that serious moment from Forrest Gump where Forrest meets his son for the first time and looks at Jenny and is like, "Is he smart or is he like me?" You know, that's the.
Really good. Really good.
And so,
Such a good line in the movie. That's such a good line in the movie too.
And it just fits Brandon so much.
and you nailed it.
absolutely.
I
Does.
Is
just,
that your first question when your children were married? Are they smart?
And the teacher, you know, and it's a 50-50 shot. Either the teacher's never seen it because she's too young, or they've seen it and they get a real good laugh out of it.
Good.
Or they're concerned with me. They're like, maybe we
they're-
need to really rethink how we're going to explain how his child's doing.
Yep. They are like
Let's get the puppets.
they haven't seen the movie,
yeah, they,
and this man is a father,
they're just like,
and we don't like that.
it's like,
Nice. Sports. Sports time?
I think it's I don't know. Have you guys I just don't know how Minnesota can call themselves a state of hockey anymore. When you think of hockey,
Sure shit ain't
you
Florida.
should be thinking of the beautiful, warm, sunny beaches
Isn't that
of Florida.
funny? Yeah. Hey, congrats, Florida, back to back. The fucking dirty ass Oilers, was nice to see them go down.
Yeah.
Fucking dirty, dude. Like all of them.
Well, I mean, I want McDavid to win a cup at some point, but
Yeah,
sure.
for sure, and he will. Although
I don't know.
But he fucking took a cheap
not
ass elbow
guaranteed.
to one of the Wild players last time they played a few weeks ago. Like it was sneaky too. Even slow mo, you can barely see it, but he just gets it up just enough to cut him across the chin and
Nah,
snap his head back.
man, it's just great. I have Kachuk's jersey on my wall signed.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably my favorite player in the league right now, so it's just great.
Kachuk. What do you guys think of Evander Kane not shaking hands?
He's a piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit. Shake damn
did
hands.
did you see
fucking
the
Exactly.
video of him slashing
Asshole.
Matthew Kachuk?
No,
Yeah,
really,
yeah,
dude sucks.
yeah. He's terrible.
Hmm.
They already broke the cup.
How? Oh my god.
They've dropped it. So the bottom's dented, and they broke the top. It's like split.
What kind of condition is it in at this point?
Pretty rough.
I was gonna say, gotta be right.
I wonder what. To me, it brought up another thought. Like, what kind of work in the off season of the cup is done to repair it?
Yeah,
They gotta fix it.
and whose job is that?
That's those people with those white gloves.
How well are they paid? That's a good question.
They get to touch the cup every day.
Yeah,
I've
every day.
touched it.
Yeah, is it daily maintenance?
I don't know. I've touched it.
How'd it feel?
Gave it a big hug.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Put your wiener on it.
They wouldn't let me do that. Plus, it was a kids' charity event.
You couldn't pay extra. Oh, okay, good. You couldn't pay extra to get 30 seconds of alone time with the cup.
No, I paid for like 15 seconds with the cup.
Okay, good.
No, because it's court ordered. He can't be at those.
Nice.
I'm allowed.
I swear I'm allowed.
Going to the zoo is flirting anyways,
Yes, congrats, Panthers. Yeah, new state of hockey apparently.
It is.
Fucking Florida.
Yeah.
Well, and then before them, Tampa.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah. What do you got to say for that, Minnesota? Come on. Anyways, I want to start with a little bit of basketball. We got Game 6 and a potential new champion tonight. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed. We need Halliburton to not be injured and play very well. He's apparently dealing with a calf, and that sucks. Go Pacers.
So
Fuck the Thunder.
You're going Pacers, huh?
Yeah, I want Pacers so badly. I just don't like how the Thunder play. I know it's tired and it's the same thing everyone else is saying right now, but they're stupid. They get every foul call on one end and hack the shit out of you the entire game on the other end, and Lou Dort's dirty and a flopper. Shea's one of the biggest floppers we've seen since Harden, if not comparable to prime Harden. Harden had mastered that hook move though, and I'm glad the league at least figured that out. But Shea's great at it. Go Pacers. Definitely go Pacers. Lakers are being sold for how much? You see?
$10 billion valuation.
10 bill.
Mm.
The Buss family will no longer own the Lakers. So end of an era. That's That's kind of cool. If you haven't seen it only lasted 2 seasons, which sucks, but it's called Winning Time on HBO, and John C. Reilly plays Dr. Buss. Blast of a show. Super fun show. And then they canceled it, which is stupid, but I was a big fan. There was a crazy trade. Desmond Bane went for 4 firsts, which is like a lot, and it's like, shit, if he went for 4 firsts, what's KD going for? I don't know. Thought that was nuts. And then a couple Timberwolves things, just a couple. We have an alleged offer for Kevin Durant, even though it's been rumored now that he doesn't want to join us. He doesn't want to come to Minnesota, even though the story at the trade deadline last season was, yep, he would have been very willing to go to Minnesota, play with Anthony Edwards, this and that. Nope. Now he doesn't want to come to Minnesota, and his preferred destinations are Miami or San Antonio. And maybe there was another one. I think Miami or San Antonio, and I think there was another one.
No income tax states?
Yes, exactly. Warm states with no income tax. And this is why I'm saying I'm good. I wanted KD. I would love a walking 25 points. Ant could, like that. I don't think anything else could benefit Ant better besides maybe an amazing, a true number 1 point guard. Because Mike fell off and Dillingham is not there yet. Hopefully he will be next season. But I am no longer interested in KD. It seems like he's kind of worried about, I don't know, maybe going off in the sunset and just hooping at this point, which is great. But if he wanted to win, he should be more than okay with coming to Minnesota, because we would be out of his teams that he's chosen, far and away the ones that will give him the best chance at a title. He's apparently not concerned with that, so I'm good. Especially if this is a frickin' trade.
Yeah, I agree. I think I know what you're about to say, and I read this trade. And
it's so damn much. So I wonder the legitimacy. This came from the Suns guy, a Suns sports radio, who's apparently got great sources, is what I've heard. Rudy Gobert, Dante DiVincenzo, one of Dillingham or Terrence Shannon Jr., and our 17th pick in the first round. That is so damn much.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
That is, even if KD was like, yep, I want to re-sign with you guys after the season. No, don't do that. That's crazy. You would have, for me to be okay with it, you would have to get rid of.
Don't you dare say his name. Don't do it.
I don't know. You would have to take at least one of those items off.
Yeah, I think you have to remove the 2 rookies that got drafted last year.
I would maybe do Rudy, Dante in the 17th.
And that's maybe.
I'd
be okay trading Rudy and Dante.
Yes, correct.
And I know Brandon hates it, but
I do hate that.
I'm fine with that.
For
KD, I'm fine with it.
I like Rudy Gobert so much.
I love Rudy.
I hate Rudy.
No, you hate him.
I like
That's
it.
Clear to me now.
I like
you
it with
You both hate him.
But this is in mind. Kevin Durant's money would theoretically come off the books next season, and then there we got $55 million to work with.
Yeah.
And Ant's still young, and we have the young core, hopefully still, depending on what happens this free agency.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to be okay. Like, you got to keep the 2 rookies we got last year. They're good, and they're going to develop this offseason. At least you hope. You should have a program in place to develop them.
Yep.
So I'm fine getting rid of Rudy, and I want to keep them, and I want to keep getting younger. Because you got to have them to replace Mike. You got to have them to replace Nall, because you're not going to re-sign them.
Yes.
And Mike's getting old.
Yep, Mike's on the last year of his contract.
If he doesn't retire.
If he doesn't just retire, correct. I know, I really hope we see something from Rob this year. I think that's best case scenario. No matter what happens with free agency and Nas and and Julius Randle, or if we make a trade, if we stay at 17, or if we make a trade for a player or something. Best case scenario for Wolves next season is that Dillingham shows us some promise. That'll be huge. Especially for Ant. Ant needs someone who can take the pressure off.
And I think he will. I mean, I think what he did this year and showed in the limited amount of time he played.
He showed great pace, great passing. Yeah. He already has elite handles.
Yeah.
He's just tiny, and he's 19.
Yeah.
So
he's only 19. So, like,
exactly.
You can get bigger.
Yes,
he's
correct.
Not there.
Correct.
So I think he will be fine. Agreed. And I think Minnesota fans should be excited he's on the team.
Yeah.
And should be excited about what he can add to the youth and the movement.
Correct.
And the rookie contract he's on.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying.
So
Yeah, way too much for KD. And if he's not interested in coming here and more so to San Antonio. Oh, those were the teams: San Antonio, Houston, and Miami. Houston would. I hear it's mostly centered around, and I probably wouldn't do this if I was Houston, but Jabari Smith. Pretty dang sure. 3rd overall pick a couple years back. I thought he should have been the number 1 pick instead of Paolo Banchero. I was wrong about that. Paolo's great. And Jabari has shown a lot of promise and good two-way basketball. Anyways, I don't know if I would do that if I were them. So Rockets would, they were great this year. They would compete again. But I think of those teams, us gives him the best chance at a title. So in my opinion, what he has told everyone is that he's not necessarily interested in winning a title.
well, I'm a big believer in, like, it's a business. All this is a business, and they're employees, and they're doing this to get paid. Anytime you have an employee who doesn't want to be at their job,
Yeah,
they're not productive.
correct. No, it's very correct. I know. And especially he's 37, about to be 38. He just, I do respect, like, all he wants to do is hoop. That's great.
Yeah, he wants to play basketball, and he wants to make sure he's not getting taxed.
Yeah.
To play basketball.
Yeah.
Minnesota's probably outside of California.
Correct.
And New York,
Correct.
we're probably one of the worst states to come play in.
It's also cold. If he doesn't like cold.
It's cold. We have high state income tax.
Correct.
He probably doesn't care that we take care of our citizens.
Nah, exactly. He's got enough money to
Do whatever he wants.
Yeah, worry about himself. So I'm good now. I'm good. Unless he's like, yep, those reports were fake. Those were put out there for whatever fucking reason.
I love the snow.
I've always wanted to play. I would love to play with Ant, and we give up half of what that offer is. Sure. Then I'll come back around, but I'm out at this point.
I want to hit the slopes, baby.
Yep, I'm out at this point. Can't wait to see what Tim is cooking up, because
Can't wait.
it's going to be something.
Want to get up to Lutzen.
Yeah. Lutzen's great, by the way.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why does everyone in the WNBA hate Caitlin Clark so much?
Oh, yeah. We've talked about this a little bit. It's kind of crazy, right? And finally, her team, like, a teammate stands up for her.
Yeah.
You guys see that whole skirmish at the end?
Yeah.
When 17-point game and starters are still in after a chippy game, and what was it? Sophie Cunningham, her jersey sells out because she tackled that gal.
Well, and she's smoking hot.
So fair enough, she is. Yes, that is why I would buy the jersey, not because she plays Enforcer or whatever. But yeah,
No, I loved it. She grabbed her by her hair.
Yeah,
I'm there for it. Let's go.
True.
And this is what needs to happen. Here's the problem. And I think it's a problem, and it's a terrible take, and I don't want to take it, but it's totally a race thing.
could be,
I think 100% it's a race thing.
could be. Never put it past anyone. The sentiment I see on Reddit is that nobody hates women as much as women hate women.
Well, and I think it's a problem. And I do think I think she would still be hated because Michael was hated.
Uh-huh.
I think she would still be hated even if she wasn't white.
Sure.
But I think that adds to it.
Maybe.
I think it's this little white girl who's playing basketball and she's the best, and it bothers them.
I hope that's not the case. I really hope it's not the case.
I think it's
But
100% the case.
I mean, at this point, what is certain is that it's petty.
It's super petty
Because
I
and
think-
she doesn't like feed into any of it. She doesn't.
No,
which
she's
is-
great, and
yeah.
she's very PR conscious, and she's got a good PR team or a good PR coach, or maybe that's just her, or all the above, right? Mm-hmm. She's very well spoken on media interviews,
Yes.
but I just think it's so ridiculous that people cannot understand that she is
Making them more money.
95% of the reason why there's so much more eyes on the WNBA.
You saw how many headlines when she was injured. Ratings were just down.
Yeah.
They were just straight up down. And then she comes back and puts up like fucking 35 points and hits just splashing from downtown, sticking her tongue out at the defense. Like, oh yeah, it's fucking cool. Like she's totally a female Steph Curry, and it's awesome. Also, hey, shout out Paige Beckers, Minnesota. She's balling right away. She just came out firing. She's awesome. Look at her go.
I don't think she's a female Steph Curry.
No, that's You can't compare anyone to Steph Curry. I think
Who?
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark has made.
And Steph Curry is Steph Curry too. I only say that because of the threes. She's bringing a new element to the game, and she's changing the WNBA very much like how Steph changed the NBA.
No, dude, I go further. She is what Michael was to the NBA.
There we are.
Totally.
Because if you go back and anyone that can read or research or was alive and truly alive during the time, not like kids, the NBA had no eyes on it. He made the game exciting. He made people want to watch. Yeah. He was the show.
First time there was international interest in the NBA was with Michael.
And that is what she is.
Yeah.
She is the greatest now to play women's basketball. You are watching it. And for people to want...
Except we might have the MVP, though. MVP, baby. She's having an amazing season.
Whoever wants to, like, not have that a part of your league, what are you doing?
I know.
She is going to be the reason why you guys can make more money.
Yeah, from the time she played her first game, we said it. The fact that she got them chartered flights.
Right.
That's insane. That is awesome that league has that now. And if it's because of her, who cares? That's awesome. It's still awesome.
Everyone should be appreciative of what's happening. And then, they should go out and they should compete and they should try to beat her and they should try and do all this. Mm-hmm. Don't be petty.
Correct.
Poke her in the eye like you're Ric Flair.
Yeah, for real.
Woo! What are we doing?
Yeah, I know. I know. That did look like a swipe at the ball to me, but either way. But then the extra.
But then the check afterwards by the other player.
Yeah, seriously. I know. She came in hot. Boom.
Yeah.
Caitlin went flying.
What are we doing here?
It was funny because the one gal was about to chest bump her, and then she didn't even see her teammate come in and just damn your body slam. So she puts her hands up like that wasn't me.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
So I don't know. I think as barring injuries or something stupid, when it's all said and done, she will be the GOAT.
Totally agree. Yeah, absolutely on that trajectory.
Everyone talks about Angel Reese, and Angel Reese has this Me Too complex, right? And the problem is,
do you see what she trademarked?
No.
Me bounds.
Good for her.
Yeah,
that's smart.
Seriously though. Yeah, it's very smart. Yeah, she made a post about it and everything. She's like, whoever
she
did
owns
this
the trademark.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Angel Reese LLC owns Me Bounds.
Smart.
Yeah.
She should.
She had her first career triple-double too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
she's a terrible shooter.
She's third youngest though.
Terrible shooter.
She's like the third or fourth youngest to do that.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know who's in front of her? Caitlin Clark both times.
Fuck yeah. That's great.
So
that's great.
I also want to point out nobody would know who Angel Reese is
if it wasn't for Caitlin.
If it wasn't for the national championship game where she got the better of Iowa.
Yeah.
So shout out to Angel Reese.
Yeah.
But no one would know who you were if you weren't doing all the hand signs to your ring finger during that game.
Correct. Mm-hmm. I remember that.
People were watching because of Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
Not because of LSU basketball.
Nope.
Shout out downtown Cleveland for hosting that game.
Yeah. So
really,
I just Angel Reese. If you take away her me bounds, she's still a great player.
Yes. Correct.
But her rebounds are inflated,
and she is pretty one-dimensional. As in,
she's gonna miss the first couple shots.
With the ball,
have you seen the guys who are betting? They've bet 12 or 13 games in a row now. They've taken the bet on Angel Reese missing her first shot. And they're running a streak right now, dude.
Oh, wow.
It's hilarious.
Well, I feel like you could bet that all the time, and most of the time you're going to come out on top.
You can win.
Wow.
So other than betting against women, what else is going on, guys?
Doc, any more WNBA?
No, man. You got me fired up.
Sweet. Okay. No, I would very much like to move on to the NFL. It's height of the off season, but I'm getting very excited. We have a dynasty football draft tomorrow, so it just got me thinking football. I got on the NFL Network. Well, I did. First bit of news: Jair Alexander signs with the Ravens.
Good for him.
Good for him. Start with little. This was a CBS Sports blurb from ESPN's Rob Demovsky reports that wide receiver Matthew Golden, quote, seem to immediately gel, end quote, with Jordan Love in offseason practices.
Cannot wait to draft him tomorrow.
Are you going to take him with one of your three first-round picks?
I don't know. I have so many options.
Yeah, you sure do. Because I don't know if he'll be there in 2, Brandon. Especially if you trade it. I put that in there because I put that in there for the Vikes, and that stuff fires me up irrationally. So there you go, guys. They're already gelling. Golden Love.
I can't wait to get him at pick number 12.
That'd be a good nickname for the two of them, Golden Love. It's literally just their last names, but, golden could be an adjective.
I love gold.
Yeah. The memes write themselves. See? So go Pack, go there, I suppose.
I suppose.
A couple Vikings things.
Let's pivot real quick.
None of them really good. Wes Phillips, RO coordinator, we signed him to an extension. That's very cool.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I guess.
Why is that news?
Well, continuity. I don't know.
That's not news.
It's literally literal Vikings news. We re-signed our coordinator. I got nothing to say about it.
We're really reaching deep.
I got nothing to say about it besides he's, it's probably some nepotism going on. Wes Phillips, obviously the son of Wade Phillips. Right? Wade?
I mean, that's his name, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
We get any good news?
Nope. Jordan Addison DUI case update.
Oh, here we go.
Trial set. Trial.
We need to have a soundbite for the Vikings. It's just a set of, bars slamming shut.
Would you guys see what Adrian Peterson did?
No. Exactly.
You guys didn't even see what? Okay, so Jordan Addison DUI case set for July 15th trial. So there's a quick update there. We'll be waiting with bated breath. See what happens to Jordan Addison. This one's at least a little bit good. The Athletic NFL podcast ranked the Vikings the #1 supporting cast. We got a good supporting cast, baby. We got
what does that mean?
I don't know, weapons. I think it just means we have weapons. Trenches. I don't know. They said we were #1 though. So
do they have license for those?
I don't know.
Who came up with this report?
The Athletic. It was the Athletic podcast.
I'm unsubscribing.
Thank you, The Athletic. I always loved your content.
That's cool.
Always.
You guys I'm excited for you. It's off season. There's a lot of these kind of things coming up for you.
Damn right.
I'm excited.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Aren't you excited about Golden Love though?
I am. I mean, you mentioned it earlier about how we have that rookie draft coming up, and I was so excited. I did so much research. I was just typing away on my keyboard, just going to town, making all kinds of cheat sheets. I really was trying to break down what I was going to do with the first overall pick, and I was going to print my cheat sheet, and my printer started playing music. And I'm like, what is going on? Printers don't make music. Turns out the paper was jamming.
Ooh. I'm going to
Or are these one of those
a little bit.
You're going to what?
I'm going to throw up in my mouth a little bit. That was
what show is it where someone put their new album on appliances? Is that The Office? And it was like a tease of how Bono just auto installed his new album
on all the phones, on
and
iPhones.
people were pissed.
Yeah.
that was not the
No,
Office. That was Modern Family.
No. It's the movie Pop Star with Andy Samberg.
Oh, that's right.
Yep, great movie by the way. It's hilarious and so the fridge, you open it and it starts playing his album and shit.
I love it.
So something like
That's
that.
what I'm saying, man. The printer was just jamming.
Okay.
So Matthew Golden and Jordan Love.
They're
Bring it
gelling.
back.
Immediately gelling.
That's great.
You're not going to do that with one of your first 3 picks in top 5. Would be silly, Brandon.
First round wide receiver.
I'm just a silly guy.
Who else goes in the first round of dynasty drafts? Doc wants him bad. He wants him so bad. And yes, Adrian Peterson back in headlines. This recently after he got a DUI after the Vikings draft party. And this is also for bad reasons.
Oh, no.
Yep. He got in a fight at a poker tournament. And
He got handled.
The littler dude kind of just seemed way more about it than Adrian did. Adrian was the aggressor, like went at him, and dude didn't he was backing up the whole time, but kept getting his shots in.
Handled it. Nice.
Yeah, kept getting his shots in. Yeah, I would if from the small video I saw, I would say the other guy won. None of them really won. It wasn't crazy, but the other guy hit Adrian a few times after Adrian went at him, apparently over a poker hand.
I mean, Adrian listened to our podcast and was like, the last time I've been in a fight is going to be tonight.
Exactly. Yes, former NFL star Adrian Peterson got in a fist fight with a man over a poker hand. And I don't need to know any more info than that. It's just, Adrian, start being in news for good things, dude. Come on, you're my favorite football player ever. Okay, that's all I got for our teams, but there are some things that was excited to discuss and get opinions on. One of them being, and I hope you guys can get mad with me about this, but ESPN released their 50-man quarter-century team roster.
Okay.
From 2000 to 2025.
Yeah.
Their 53-man roster. Quarterback one, I'm sure you guys can assume, is the GOAT. Any idea who the other two are?
For the quarterback?
Justin Jefferson. Oh, quarterbacks?
Quarterbacks. Yep, there are three quarterbacks. Oh. The first one obviously being Brady. Who are the other two?
Peyton
J.J. McCarthy and J.J. McCarthy.
Doc's right. One of them is Peyton.
And the other one, Aaron Rodgers?
Marino.
Not Aaron Rodgers. I would have had Aaron Rodgers too, honestly, but nope.
For Drew Brees?
Mm-mm. Yeah, even Brees. It's Pat. You guys, I'm going to say right now this list is fucking trash. And that right there, okay, so controversial, right? But no, I would take Brees and Rodgers before Pat so far.
For the past 25 years, yeah.
Well, okay, so Pat's already got how many rings? 3? That's crazy.
It's a team sport. He didn't win them.
I agree. Anyways.
Taylor Swift won them.
So controversial, but...
She did win one of them.
Controversial, but sure. Get Pat Mahomes up there for that. If that gets some of the clicks, whatever.
Well, you got to sponsor Kermit the Frog.
Running backs. There are 3 of them. And this is where I'm really upset. And
what's the time frame on this list?
2000 and now.
2000 to now.
2000
It's the quarter century 53-man roster.
So the best 3 running backs for the past 25 years. AP is not one of them?
No. LaDainian Tomlinson is not one of them.
Wow.
The 2 clear best and 2 Hall of Famers, 2 probably top 5 running backs of all time, not on the list. Instead,
Christian McCaffrey?
Sean Alexander.
McCaffrey, yes.
Okay.
Sean Alexander.
Not even Sean Alexander. Priest Holmes.
Really?
Yeah. Who had a great 3-year stretch.
That came up with this list.
He had a great 3-year stretch, and that was his peak. And
the next
an incredible
one's Jamal
peak.
Charles?
Nope. Derrick Henry.
Oh, King Henry. He's a big boy.
Yeah, I mean...
This list clearly starts with Tomlinson and Adrian.
Yeah, then
Tomlinson literally passed the torch to Adrian's rookie year, when they faced each other and Adrian dropped the single-game rushing record.
And then you add Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, but do you? He's a borderline Hall of Famer right now. Borderline. Because he's had a lot of injuries. He's had a few awesome seasons.
Sure. I mean, you debate him, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley.
LaShawn McCoy.
No.
Sure. Jamal Charles.
Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, yeah, I like Marshawn Lynch.
Arian Foster had an amazing peak.
Yeah,
Matt Forte was fucking awesome. But I wouldn't take
Jerome Bettis.
Jerome, the bus. I wouldn't take these guys over Henry, I should say. But
Fred Taylor.
Yeah, Fred Taylor was great. Maurice Jones-Drew.
Fred Taylor.
Nice. You guys remember MJD, the bowling ball?
Oh, yeah.
God, he was great. Loved having him on my fantasy teams. And I'm sure we're missing others, too. But that's egregious to me. Priest, Holmes, McCaffrey, and Henry. Shame on you, ESPN. Shame. For shame. That's bonkers. Yeah, you literally missed 2 top 5 running backs of all time.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're on the Rushmore.
That's exactly right. They are. I did that once, and they were on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Wide receivers. Who you guys got?
Oh, Justin Jefferson, Justin Jefferson, Justin Jefferson.
Oh my
Justin
God, come on,
Jefferson.
Brandon, be serious.
Do you guys think he made the list?
Yes.
For the past 25 years, no.
He did.
He did?
He is the they did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They did 6 receivers. He was the last to make it.
Well, you didn't tell me that. I
Yep.
thought we were going 3.
Nope, 6.
Sure. Okay.
And he was the 6th one.
Jamar Chase.
So Megatron.
Yes.
Megatron, definitely.
To
T.O.
Yep. Good one, Brandon.
Ocho Cinco.
Nope.
Oh, interesting.
Plexico Burris.
No. So we have 3 of the 6.
Hines Ward.
No. You guys are missing some.
Big
Oh,
name.
Marvin Harrison.
Marvin. Yep.
Yep.
2 more.
2 more for the past 25 years.
Des Bryant.
No.
No. What is it? Oh, Randy Moss.
Randy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me guess. Chris Carter.
Nope. Falcons.
Julio Jones.
Julio.
Yeah.
Yep. So I couldn't really argue with that list. You could argue if Jefferson's done it for long enough yet, but his first however many seasons are the greatest that span for anyone. So
How
I
did
like
his stats compare to Jamar Chase? Are they? I for some reason I felt like Jamar Chase was better. Has he just been hurt?
I think
and so he's not.
No, I think Jamar did.
It's like a per game basis. He's better, but he's been hurt.
It's something like that, or it was most yards within your first however many seasons, and Jamar maybe. Oh, didn't Jamar break the rookie receiving record that Jefferson had? No, that's not right.
I don't know.
That's not right. But he did it with the 17 games.
We'll dive into it a little bit more and figure that out.
But yeah, Jamar has missed a few. Like he's not far behind Jefferson at all in all these.
So Jefferson generally has more receiving yards and receptions, while Chase has more touchdowns.
And his
the
yak,
first
his
4
yak
seasons-
is insane.
Yeah,
Dude's
so
yak
for
is
the first 4
crazy.
seasons, Jefferson has more career yards and receptions, but Chase has way more touchdowns.
Gotcha. Yep. Okay.
Tight ends, pretty.
Kelsey, how many?
Well, that's okay. So there is like how you. It's pick your poison, but you got to leave one off.
How many is there?
So I'm going to say 4 names, and you're going to tell me who's not on there.
Well, I can tell. I can tell you he's probably on.
Let's guess him. Let's guess him.
Okay.
Travis Kelsey,
Yes.
Tony
Antonio
Gonzalez.
Gates.
No.
He's the one
Tony
that's
Gonzalez.
He's
off.
the one that's off.
Tony Gonzalez.
Gonzalez instead.
Gronk.
Gronk.
Gronk. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Gates is the one that's off.
Yeah. Which
That's a shame.
I think so too.
Shame on you.
But who do you take off?
Yeah, you don't.
You know?
no,
know?
you have it share one of those slots.
I
It's
guess.
shared.
I
shared
guess.
slot.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm okay.
You guys want to do O-line? Nah. Unless you want to.
I'd rather do anything else.
Okay. D-line.
That's a disservice to the offensive linemen. Those are some important.
The
big
offensive
boys.
linemen
They
are
but I mean, do we want to debate this?
no. I'll just go super quick. Left tackles are Joe Thomas and Trent Williams. Left guard Alan Faneca, Steve Hutchinson. Let's go, Steve. Center Jason Kelsey. Right guard Zach Martin and Marshall Yonda. Right tackle Lane Johnson, Willie Anderson.
That Jason Kelsey is just because of his name.
I mean, he was definitely great,
No,
wasn't he? I always wondered.
He's
though. Yeah.
he's great. What center do you place above him?
Jeff Saturday.
Possibly.
Yes.
Who was the Patriots center for all their run? Matt Light. He was up in
You
there.
don't know though.
Yeah,
So
yeah, good point.
right?
I thought it was a name that I was going to remember, but I don't. Okay. D-line. Edges are DeMarcus Ware, Jared Allen, Myles Garrett, Julius Peppers. Seems like a good list. I don't know who it's missing. D-tackle. Aaron Donald, Calais Campbell, Chris Jones. Nose tackle, Vince Wilfork. Then there's
Did you say Darnold was in that?
Yep. No, Aaron Donald. Then there's a versatile spot, which is J.J. Watt.
Okay.
Yep. Linebackers are Ray Lewis, Bobby Wagner, Brian Urlacher, Levante David, and Luke Kuechly. So no Patrick Willis, I guess, would be the thing, but he retired early. But God, was he amazing. Terrell Suggs, who's no Suggs. Shitty guy, but amazing football player. Cornerbacks, Darrell Revis, Champ Bailey, Rondé Barber, Richard Sherman, and Patrick Peterson. And this is probably as egregious of a leave-off as Adrian Peterson or LaDainian.
Charles Woodson.
Charles Woodson.
Yep.
Again, shame on you, ESPN. That's fucked up. He's one of the greatest of all time. And not on this list. Great list otherwise, but he probably should have made it over Patrick Peterson and Richard Sherman and Rondé Barber.
Yeah.
Darrell Champ and Charles Woodson, I'd say probably pretty unanimously top 3 anyways. So, and he never gets enough fucking credit, but he should, there should be 3 safety. There are 4 safeties. They are Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu, Brian Dawkins, and Earl Thomas.
I think Troy Polamalu.
I don't know how many fucking times I need to say it, but Harrison Smith has had such a better career than Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas had an amazing couple years where he played with the Legion of Boom on one of the greatest defenses we've ever seen, and his range was only matched by that of Ed Reed. However, as far as a complete safety, I don't think he really held a candle to Harrison Smith. Harrison Smith is also better than Brian Dawkins, who's a Hall of Famer. Harrison Smith has better stats than Troy Polamalu in the same amount of games. And nobody knows this.
Minus Super Bowls.
Sure. Paulie's got the Super Bowl. So Harrison Smith should be on there. He is not. Justin, they didn't take character into account. Justin Tucker is your kicker.
No, they
Yep.
did not.
They sure did.
This list is awful.
They sure did.
Oh, my God.
Punter, Shane Leckler. Remember him?
I feel like they're even, like, Vinatieri's not a better kicker than Tucker. Okay, ESPN, shame on you. This is why nobody.
I know. They can't even pretend to be legitimate anymore. It sucks.
Gaskowski? I mean,
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. Sebastian Janikowski. He wasn't the best, but I was just always a fan of his.
Oh, Seabass was the best.
He was
Isn't
awesome.
Vinatieri like the guy though? Like,
Yeah, I thought so. I think Justin Tucker has the better percentage. I think he is the thing. But I don't know.
I don't know.
You guys know who the return man is? Greatest to ever do it?
Devin Hester.
Devin Hesta. Special teamer, Matthew Slater, long snapper, Morgan Cox. Coaching staff, Billy B is your head coach. Your offensive coordinator is Kyle Shanahan. Your defensive coordinator is Wade Phillips. And your special teams coach is Dave Taub.
I'm sorry, I just totally spaced out, so I don't know what you just said.
It's all right.
Adam Vinatieri had 3 game-winning Super Bowl kicks.
Fuck, yeah.
What are we doing?
So that's like the Brady of kickers. Someone might have a little bit better stats.
He's also the NFL's all-time point leader.
Still. Yeah, come on. I don't know, but has that not been the consensus the last 5-ish years that Justin Tucker is the greatest kicker of all time? That's every time they talk about him on whatever channel, that's usually what they're saying.
That's what they are saying. That's not what I'm saying.
You disagree as well?
He has the highest career field goal percentage in NFL history, 90%.
Vinatieri's
Over
the
90%.
best.
Over Tucker?
No, that's Tucker.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So that's
Vinatieri's
why.
the goat of kickers.
But Vinatieri's the guy.
Yeah.
The game's on the line.
the fucking winner.
The biggest game is on the line.
And one of them was in the fucking snow. Could barely see
He
field
wins
goal
it.
posts.
Yeah.
That was sick. That was so
He's
cool.
won 4. So 3 of the 4, he won.
Damn. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's super crazy.
Oh,
That's right.
oh my
Never thought a
God.
kicker would get you so hot.
Fucking fired up. That's what, man, you're doing it today with these topics.
Good.
Getting me going.
Let's go. Well, here's another article.
Oh, no.
Now that we're all fired up about trash ass ESPN, this is a CBS Sports article. Bust alert: 9 NFL players who are running out of time to prove themselves entering the 2025 season.
Oh, God, you're going to piss me off right now.
The thumbnail, and I have not read this list now, but I can tell you the thumbnail is Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, well, it pisses me off for my dynasty football team.
You took him back from me. Snip, snap, snip, snap.
But I think it's going to be fine.
I think.
I think this year he shows that
if he can
he's
get
good.
if he can get good coaching and any type of continuity,
and I think he has that because look what Duval, look what he did for Tampa Bay. Look what he did.
Right.
I mean, Baker was good.
and
Baker's great.
He made Baker $100 million. I mean, not that Baker didn't do that for himself too.
Right. Baker's good.
Yes.
It was there. And then the coaching brought, plus he got away from the Browns. But
Yes, 100%.
But Jacksonville's got the pieces. the coaching's there. So yeah, if Trevor Lawrence is trash this year, then yeah, absolutely, he's done.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Next on the list, Bryce Young.
Sure.
Someone already say bust already, although
I think people can.
he did okay when he came back last year after getting benched.
I think he will be fine. I think it's really sad for whoever dropped him in our dynasty league and gave him away for free.
Yeah.
Widow me.
Widow me. Yes. Widow bueno.
I stand by it.
Man, that's like standing by. No, mine's worse. I was thinking again today, if I just never made the Justin Jefferson trade, my team would be great. My team would be so good. So good. Like, I was so bought in on AJ fucking Dillon.
That's why you truly hate the Packers.
Yeah. AJ fucking Dillon. I'm probably going to have to drop him after this draft, too. I'm looking at my roster. I'm like, I probably have fucking dropped him.
And then he has the greatest season ever.
Oh, God.
Barkley gets
That
hurt,
fucking
needs the
happened.
guy.
I need to find out who I took with the first round, with my first rounder. And hope that wasn't it JSN.
Oh, you just gave to me for Mark Andrews.
So did I do Mark Andrews and AJ Dillon for Justin Jefferson? That's kind of what that ended up being, I think. I know we've done a lot of other trades, but anyways, before I start crying. So Bryce Young. Okay, so far all quarterbacks. Next, Anthony Richardson. He appears to be trending down. Or they are seriously considering.
Anthony Richardson's hurt again.
Yeah, I know. And
They're considering cutting him? You're not going to say that, are you?
no.
Oh.
No, like considering probably not the right word, but there will probably have to start Danny Dimes.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Another Jag, Travis Etienne. I think get him in the
When was he drafted?
3 years ago?
No, was he
2021.
Was he around one?
4 years ago. So this will be his 5th season. Yeah, he was first rounder. He was 25th overall.
Interesting.
Yep. I had super high hopes for him coming out, and I think it's similar to Lawrence, where it just been a shit show around
Hasn't
him.
he been good, though?
No, not last
He
year.
had a terrible year
Definitely.
last year, and I don't know if that was health related.
I think it was coaching, and they schemed it. They gave Tank Bigsby more carries. Some of it, I think, was also health.
Well, so and
But then wasn't the year before that? Wasn't he like a top 10 running back? In the
yes,
league?
he was very good, and I traded him to Ken, and I came out on top of that trade because I got rid of him because I just saw the way the Jags were trending, and I was like, they literally run him up the gut. They give him 25 carries, but they run him up the gut.
I've heard trade rumors that the Vikings are looking to trade for ETN.
I would be down for that.
What are they going to give up?
Capital? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
We apparently have we added 3 comp picks for next year, probably. So that's nice. Have 8 picks next year. Finally. Okay, but either way, ETN. I think he's gonna be in the NFL for another 5 years at least. He's getting a second contract, and
His brother got drafted this year.
that's right, correct. To where? Do you remember?
No, I can look it up real quick.
Oh, okay. I would say this one's already a bust. Doc, this might strike a chord. Treylon Burks.
That's for sure a bust.
Yeah, you took him high.
I did.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's number 1 wide receiver, right? But he's been bad.
That was, yeah. I mean, you want to talk about drafting that doesn't sometimes work out? Rookie drafts. I was high on that guy.
Treylon Burks.
I was able to still flip him low and get something. Dumbass DJ.
Ha! Nice. Evan Neal. 7th overall offensive tackle for the Giants.
Yeah, he's an offensive lineman.
Yep.
Oh, ETN went to Carolina.
Okay. Trevor Penning, O tackle for New Orleans, 19th overall. Not familiar with him. Tyree Wilson, DN for Vegas, 7th overall, 3rd season. Hasn't done it. Here's a Packer. Would you guys have any guess? In his 3rd season. I forgot about this guy. And you guys also never bring him up, which is probably why I forgot about him.
What position?
Edge.
Van Ness.
Yep.
Van Ness.
Yep.
Yeah, Lucas.
What's his deal? I completely forgot about this guy. 13th overall, going into third season. What's his deal?
He'll be fine.
Good. Okay, good.
He'll be all right.
And that's all. That's all
Hashtag,
nine.
hashtag analysis.
That's all. That's all 9. Okay, so we'll be fine.
No,
Don't worry about that.
He's worked out super hard in the off season. He's
Best shape of his life. Best shape of his life.
Best shape of his life.
Good.
He's lifting the most weight he's ever lifted.
Good.
Nobody's ever seen weights like these before.
They're the biggest
They're
weights.
huge.
They're the biggest weights anyone's ever seen.
He's planting this pole everywhere.
Do you guys see Shittier Sanders? Caught going 101.
Yeah.
And that's his second speeding citation this month.
He just doesn't care.
He's off to a hot
Welcome
start.
to Cleveland.
Welcome to the land of Cleve. He's off to a hot start.
There
Shittier
are
Sanders
a bunch of
already-
convicts out there.
The land of Cleve.
Can't
I
wait
tell
for
you.
Justin Tucker to sign with them.
Yep.
That was a nice callback to when I was prison Brandon.
That's right. Prison break. That was good. Cocky Cowboy coaches. Cowboys coach Brian Schottenheimer, quote, "We're going to win. And when we win, our coaching staff is going to get raided. People are going to come after our coaches because we're going to win."
Wow.
This is a
Best
fun-
shape of their life, huh?
And they're in the best shape of their lives, too. Those
Yeah,
coaches.
Those coaches. They're running the field with the players.
Damn right.
Nice.
That's all I got. Hey, guys, thanks for listening. And if you made it this far, check out our dang shop. Put in if you want something made, we can make it. Like, subscribe, follow, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Those are big ones.
Yep.
Secondoffice.com for merch and all that sexy stuff.
That's the shit I like.
That's that shit I like. Love you.